Morning. We'll go with the redemption of which one? Debentures. What do you mean by issue of debenture? We issue debentures and get money. It's a borrowed money or shareholders' money. When you issue debentures, it is which money? Borrowed money. Redemption refers to repayment of debentures. Redemption is nothing but what? Repayment of debentures. How to repay the debentures? One is lump sum payment. What do you mean by lump sum payment? For example, a company issued debentures. A company issued debenture. It promised that it will be repaid after 5 years. It will be repaid after 5 years. After 5 years, you repay it. For example, in 2019, we issued debentures, 100 crores, we collected money. And we promised that the money will be repaid in 2024. Okay. In 2024, what do? Repay that 100 crores or whatever. That is called as lump sum payment. Second is which one? We can pay it in what? Installments. What do you mean by paid in installments? In 2019, we got 100 crores. We'll promise that in 5 installments, we'll repay the money. Every year, like 20 crore, 20 crore, 20 crore, 20 crore, like that, we'll repay. For example, 100 crore debentures are issued. Let us assume you are holding 1 crore worth of debenture. 20% you will get it in first year. Another 20% second year. Another 20% third year. Another 20% fourth year. Last 20% in which year? Fifth year of the money. The money can be repaid in what? Installments. The money can be repaid in installments. The company can buy in the open market and cancel. What do you mean by buy it in open market? For example, you are holding a debenture. You are holding a debenture. Instead of waiting for 5 years, okay, what the company can do is, the company, whenever there is a surplus money, what they can do? They can buy the debenture from the open market and cancel it. Debenture holder வந்து purchase பண்ணி cancel பண்ணுவாங்க. What is the advantage to the company? Whenever there is a surplus money, you buy and cancel. When you buy and cancel, the company need not pay interest. The company need not pay interest because it is purchased and cancelled in the open market. Instead of you selling debentures to somebody else, you sell it back to the company pays you the money. What is the advantage? The company will not pay interest. Number one, it saves interest. Idle money, surplus money will have no return. Okay, without return, you are paying interest now, that is waste. Clear? You buy and cancel immediately. What is the advantage to the debenture holder? You get liquidity. Instead of selling to somebody else, you sell it back to the company, you get cash. Okay, till the date, interest will be paid. Till the date, what will be paid? Interest will be paid. Like that, you can buy in the open market and cancel. You can give the option to debenture holders. You can give the option to debenture holders. 5 years kaprama, the debenture will be converted into what? Equity shares in the money. Debentures can be converted into what? Equity shares. Option will be given. Option 1, 2019 issue பண்ணிருக்கோம். 5 years later, option 1, you get full money, cash. Or you can do what? Convert into equity shares. Simple. Debenture holders will become what? Equity shareholders. What is the advantage of paying it in cash? You pay the cash, liability is over. What is the advantage of converting into equity share? You don't require cash. Debentures will become what? Shares. No cash will be required. Debenture holder will become what? Equity shareholder. Okay, so like this, there are 4 methods in which debentures can be redeemed. What is the first one? Pay the amount on the due date. Pay it in installments. Buy in the open market debentures and cancel. You can convert into which one? Equity shares. If you look at debentures can be converted into shares. Debentures can be converted into shares. Okay. That should be approved through a special resolution passed in a general meeting. What do you mean by this? Debentures, for example, first one. Debentures, you want to pay it in cash. No problem. Pay it. Debentures redeemed in installments. You can pay it. You can buy in open market and cancel. No provisions of Companies Act, no regulation, no rules. But if you convert the debentures into shares, what should be done? We require a special resolution. What do you mean by special resolution? We have to call for a shareholders meeting. In the shareholders meeting, we have to pass a resolution, means voting. Okay. Through voting, it should be approved. What do you mean by special resolution? Ordinary resolution of more than 50% voting. Special resolution, 75% should be voted. 75% of shareholders should vote for which one? Converting debentures into which one? Shares. Only then conversion is possible. Then, can you issue debentures with voting rights? No. Shareholders will have voting rights. What do you mean by voting rights? Equity shareholders will participate in annual general body meeting. They will have the right to vote. They will have the right to vote. Can debenture holders participate in the general body meeting and vote? No, they are not shareholders. They are what? People who have lent the money to the company. They don't have voting right. They don't have which one? Voting right. Okay. And this is most important rule in this chapter. You have to create a minimum debenture redemption reserve. You have to create a reserve called as which one? Like when you buy back equity shares or when you redeem preference shares, we create CRR earlier. What is CRR? Last class la pathum. Capital redemption reserve. It can be used only for bonus issue. Adamari. Whenever debentures are issued, we must create which one? Debenture redemption reserve account. What is the minimum requirement? We'll discuss that later. Now, are you going to learn about issue of debentures or redemption of debentures? Issue of debentures quality journal entry path. Bank account data to debentures. Issued at par, redeemable at par, issued at premium, redeemable at premium. We are not issuing debentures, we are redeeming debentures. Start. In your notebook, now start. Redemption refers to repayment of debentures. A company has to create a minimum of 15% of debentures due for redemption. The investment for the above should be made before 31st April or 30th April. Understand this. For example, minimum of 15% is called as DRR, debenture redemption reserve. 15% DRR. For example, rupees 100 crore debenture is due for redemption on, let's assume 31st March 2025. What the company should do? Should create what? 15% minimum DRR, minimum debenture redemption reserve, on or before, and invest. On or before 30th April, 30th April 2024. Okay. Sir, 100 crores of debentures are due for redemption on 31st March 2025. You have to create a minimum of how much? 15% DRR and invest that money before 30th April. It's not to provide liquidity or redemption. Suddenly, எப்படி பைசா கிடைக்கும் உங்களுக்கு ரீபே பண்றது. அதனால 11 months before you have to make the investment. Okay, next financial year, debentures are due, sir. Ensure that you are creating a minimum DRR of how much? 15%. Take up this. Issue of debentures quality journal entry path 2. What is a journal entry for issue of debentures? Bank account data to debentures. Discount issue panna bank account data or discount account data to debentures. Premium issue panna bank to debentures to premium securities premium போட்டிருப்போம். If there is a premium on redemption, bank loss on issue debentures to premium on redemption report. We are not doing to do that again. Journal entry for creating DRR. Now, what is the meaning? Debenture redemption reserve. What do you mean by DRRI? Debenture redemption reserve, investment, interest, and which one? Redemption. First take up these notes, then let us proceed. விசிட் பண்ணலாங்களா? வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க. We'll create debenture redemption reserve every year in such a way that debentures are redeemed after 3 or 4 years on the month. Okay, start. Journal entry number 1. For creating DRR. DRR in artham debenture redemption reserve. Simple. Profit and loss appropriation account data to debenture redemption reserve account. And debenture redemption reserve create panta, that money cannot be used by the company, that must be invested for investment of DRR. DRRI என்ன அர்த்தம்? இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட். அசெட் பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்ணதுக்கு என்ன ஜர்னல் என்ட்ரி பாஸ் பண்ணுவீங்க? அசெட் அக்கௌண்ட் டேட்டா டு பேங்க். அதே தாங்க DRRI அக்கௌண்ட் டேட்டா டு பேங்க் அக்கௌண்ட். ஓகே, interest we'll receive bank account data to interest, and invest பண்ணதுக்கு interest வரும் இல்லையா, interest on DRRI, that will be transferred to P&L account. Like this we get interest. Then this every year you will do, create DRR, invest the money. If you receive interest, transfer to which account? P&L account. This you will do on the last day on every year. Every year பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கும். Next, on the due date. What do you mean by on the due date of redemption? After 5 years, 6 years on the money. Simple. Transfer debentures. Debentures account data, premium on redemption account data to debenture holders. How to make the payment? Sell DRRI. Sell investments. An entry pass பண்ணுவீங்க sell பண்றதுக்கு. Bank account data to which account? DRRI account. Then settle the debentures. What is the entry you will pass? Debenture holders account data to bank account. See, once debentures are paid, we don't require DRR. Once debentures are paid, we don't require which one? DRR. Debentures and the DRR தேவை, debenture redemption தேவை. அப்படி இல்லைன்னா we can transfer the DRR to which account? General reserve. So these 3 entries are repeated every year. First year, second year, third year, fourth year இந்த மாதிரி. Every year you create DRR, invest that money, get the interest and transfer the interest. When debentures are due for redemption, என்ன பண்ணுங்க? Transfer money to debenture holders, sell the investment, and the DRR investment பண்ணிருக்கோம் இல்லையா, அதை சேல் பண்ணுங்க. Settle the money to debenture holders. Settle the money to debenture holders. At the end, close DRR. DRR account data to which account? General reserve. Theoretically, அவ்வளவுதான். Now we have to see practical questions. Redemption of debentures, only this much in theory. What is the minimum DRR required? 15% debentures falling due in the next year. 15% of debentures falling due in the next year. That investment should be made on or before what? 30th April. For example, financial year 25-26 like debentures அதாவது due இருந்துச்சுன்னா before 30th April 2025 you have to invest. On the financial year debentures are due for redemption now, within 30th April ensure that 15% minimum investment is made. Shall the copy பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? I repeat, P&L appropriation to DRR, make the investment every year. Interest you may receive that you transfer to P&L account. Transfer debentures, sell the DRRI, settle the debenture holders, then close which one? DRR. Why? Debentures are there, DRR is created. Debentures are redeemed. We don't require DRR. Transfer it back to which one? General reserve. We can go through your material. The minimum requirement, 15% maturing 31st of March in the next year. Investment should be made within what? 30th April. Look at this. P&L account data to which account? Debenture redemption reserve account. Investment will be made. DRR account data to which account? Bank account. Second entry pass panirkom. Bank account data to interest on DRRI. That interest on DRRI will be transferred to which account? P&L account. Then our first free entry about. Next, on the time of redemption of debentures, sell the investment. Sell the investment. Bank account data to DRRI. Then debentures are transferred to which account? Debenture holders account. Debentures account data to debenture holders account. If there is a premium, with premium you transfer. Then pay the debenture holders. Pay the debenture holders. What is the entry? Debenture holders account data to which account? Bank account. Then once debentures are redeemed, we will be transferring DRR to which account? General reserve account. Okay. So this is every year. This is at the time of which one? Redemption of debentures. Look at this. Illustration 1. This is one of the most repeated exam question also. The following balances appeared in the books of the unlisted company. It's a banking company. 6% mortgage debentures, 10,000 debentures of what? 100 each. Debenture redemption reserve maintain பண்ணிருக்கோம் 50,000. Okay. Investment 1,50,000 பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. Interest 4% receivable every year கொடுத்துருக்கான். Bank balance கொடுத்துருக்கான். Interest on debentures has been paid up to what date? 31st December 2021. On February 28, 2022, investment realized and debentures were paid at what? 101, together with which one? Accrued interest. Read the question full, then we will solve. How much of debentures we have to redeem? 10,000 into 100 each. 10,000 into 100 each. We are going to pay at 101 and 100 rupees face value. We are going to pay it at 101 now. 1 rupee premium we are going to pay. Debenture redemption reserve maintain பண்ணிருக்கோம் 50,000. They made an investment 1,50,000. Interest is 4% per annum. 31st December வரைக்கும் சொல்லிருக்காங்க. Interest has been paid up to what date? 31st December வரைக்கும் pay பண்ணிருக்கான்னு சொல்றாங்க. Investment were realized and debentures were paid up at 101 together with accrued interest. Ledger balances அப்புறமா போடலாம். First journal entry pass பண்ணா ledger posting is easy. Debentures எப்போ pay பண்றோம்? February 28 we are repaying. Investments are realized at par. Debentures were paid up at 101. Shall we? First, what we need to do? We have to transfer debenture holders. Please do it along with me. Journal entry report, ledger report, it will be useful. Shall we? First, transfer of debentures. Transfer of debentures. What is entry will pass? Debentures account data. Debentures account data எவ்வளவு value? 10 lakhs. Premium on redemption. 10,000 into 1. to debenture holders. Number 2. Next என்ன பண்ணணும்? We are selling the investment. Investment எவ்வளவு இருக்கு பாருங்க. Investments are 1,50,000 sold for 1,50,000. Sale of investment. Bank account data to DRRI. We are selling for the same value. 1,50,000 sale of investment பண்ணியாச்சு. அப்புறம் என்ன பண்ணணும்? Payment to debenture holders. What is entry for payment to debenture holders? Debenture holders account data to which account? Wait, what is the minimum DRR required? 15% இல்லையா? That is 10 lakhs into எவ்வளோ percentage? 15% required. Debentures outstanding for redemption into எவ்வளோ percentage create பண்ணணும்? 15%. What is the DRR balance given in the question? DRR balance எவ்வளோ இருக்கு? 50,000 தான் இருக்கு. So minimum balance required is 10 lakh into 50% now 1,50,000. DRR balance எவ்வளோ இருக்கு? 50,000 தான் இருக்கு. So additional DRR எவ்வளோ கிரியேட் பண்ணும்? 1 lakh. What is the entry you will pass? Profit and loss appropriation account data to debenture redemption reserve. How much we need to create? So we transferred debentures, we sold investments, debenture holders account data to bank போட்டாச்சு. Minimum DRR required is 15% of debentures are due for redemption. Already எவ்வளோ இருக்குங்க? Already எவ்வளோ இருக்கு? 50,000 இருக்குன்னா 1 lakh more we need to create. P&L appropriation account data to which account? Debenture redemption reserve account. Now onwards, please wait. 2 more entries, I'll explain with the logic. As of now, do you understand? Ledger accounts கேட்டிருக்காங்க எக்ஸாம்பிள். Once journal போட்டான்னா ledger account easy. Debentures account எவ்வளோ இருக்கு பாருங்க. Buy balance brought down எவ்வளோ இருக்கு? 10 lakhs. These debentures are transferred to which account? To debenture holders 10 lakhs. The ledger account close ஆயிடும். 10 lakhs இருக்கு, அந்த 10 lakhs நம்ம transfer பண்ணிட்டோம். Then debenture holders account prepare பண்ணீங்கன்னா wait பண்ணுங்க, don't copy this. I'll give you time to copy. Debenture holders account prepare பண்ணா first entry பாருங்க. Debentures account data எப்படி வரும்? By debentures எவ்வளோ amount? 10 lakhs. By premium on redemption. Premium on redemption எவ்வளோ? 1 lakh. அதான் the debenture holders account வரும். Clear? Payment to debenture holders 1 lakh 10,000. 10,000. To bank account எவ்வளோ பே பண்றீங்க? 10 lakh 10,000. Their account is also closed. Which account is closed? Debenture holders accounts is closed. Clear? Debentures account we transfer to debenture holders. Debenture holders we pay with premium on redemption. We pay with which one? Premium on redemption. Wait பண்ணுங்க. What is the premium on redemption paid to them? What is the premium on redemption paid to them? 10,000 pay பண்ணிருக்கோம் இல்லையா, எக்ஸ்ட்ரா பே பண்ணது லாஸா கெயினா? We paid more than the debentures. Is it a gain or loss? Loss. What to do with the loss? Simple. We'll adjust with P and L. Where to adjust premium on redemption? Profit and loss account data to which account? Premium on redemption. How much we have to adjust? 10,000 we have to adjust. Wait. So we adjusted which one? Premium on redemption. So premium on redemption account prepare பண்ண எப்படி வரும்? Buy premium on redemption போட்டிருக்கோம். அப்போ premium on redemption accountல எப்படி வரும்? To debenture holders. எவ்வளோ? 10,000. This is adjusted in which account? P&L account. We adjust how much? 10,000 we adjust. So premium on redemption is also closed. Next, which account we have to prepare? Debenture redemption reserve account. Debenture redemption reserve account by balance brought on எவ்வளோ கொடுத்துருக்கான் பாருங்க, 50,000 கொடுத்துருக்காங்க opening balance. இப்போ create பண்ணிருக்கோம், the minimum balance காக we created. How much we created? 1 lakh. By P&L appropriation account, how much is created? 1 lakh is created. Now debentures are redeemed. Debentures are redeemed. Do you require debenture redemption reserve? No. After the redemption of debentures, you have to close a debenture redemption reserve to which account? General reserve. To general reserve. How much you have to transfer? Entire 1,50,000 will transfer to which account? General reserve. So what is closed? Debenture redemption reserve is also closed. Debenture redemption reserve investment account. What is the opening balance of debenture redemption reserve investment? Asset இல்லையா? To balance brought on வரும் 1,50,000. We sold this also. By bank account, it is sold for how much? 1,50,000. Debenture redemption reserve investment is also closed. I repeat, logically you think debenture solo due for redemption 10 lakh. Premium on redemption 10,000. Totally how much you have to pay? 10 lakh 10,000. We sold investments, bank account data to DRRI. How much we sold? We sold for how much? 1,50,000. We sold for 1,50,000. Then we paid the money to debenture holders. Debenture holders account data to which account? Bank account. Minimum DRR required is 15%. But what is the amount available? 50,000 available. We require 1,50,000. So for the additional, you create which one? DRRI. And the premium paid, what is the extra amount you paid? What is the extra amount you paid? And the 10,000 is adjusted in which account? P&L account. அப்படியே ledgerல post பண்றோம். Debentures 10 lakhs, that is transferred to whom? Debenture holders. Debenture premium on redemption. Total எவ்வளோ pay பண்றோம்? 10,10,000. Premium on redemption is paid to debenture holders, it is adjusted in P&L account. Then DRR, opening balance for 50,000 இருக்கு. For the minimum balance required, we create what? Additional 1 lakh. Balancing further is transferred to which account? General reserve account. Till this point, any doubt in it? DRRI, investment is sold. If it is a two balance brought on போடுறீங்க, assets will have which balance? Debit balance. Two balance brought on, it is sold by bank. The entry post பண்ணி பாருங்க. Bank account data to DRRI posted. Any doubt out of this? இதுக்கு மேல தான் ரொம்ப important. பாருங்க. When interest was paid up to 31st December pay பண்றோம். எப்போ debentures are redeemed and investments are sold? 28th February. How many months later? For the 2 months you have to pay interest. For the 2 months you have to pay interest. How much interest? 6% interest you have to pay. So this is the most important thing which many students skipped. Interest from 31st December to 28th February. What is entry will pass? Interest is an expense here. Interest on debentures account data to bank account. You have to pay this separately. எவ்வளோ interest வரும்? எவ்வளோ debentures? 10 lakhs. எவ்வளோ percentage? 6% debentures சொல்றோம். 6% debentures சொல்றோம். 6% debentures. Into how many months? 2 months. போடுங்க எவ்வளோ வருதுன்னு பார்க்கலாம். 10 lakhs into எவ்வளோ percentage? 6% debentures into how many months interest? 2 months interest. 10,000 we need to pay. சார் ப்ராப்ளத்தில் எங்கேயுமே சொல்லியிருக்காங்க, நம்ம தான் ப்ராப்பராக படிக்கணும். இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் கிளியராக கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. till 31st December it is paid. Debentures are repaid on what date? 28th February. How many months interest you have to pay? How many months interest you have to pay? 2 months interest you have to pay. Same way, interest on debentures கொடுத்துருக்கான் பாருங்க. Interest on debentures. Okay, look at this. Interest was paid up to what date? 31st December வரைக்கும் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் பே பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க. அதுக்கும் ரிசீவ் பண்ணு இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட். எவ்வளோ பர்சன்ட் டிபென்ச்சர்ஸ், எவ்வளோ பர்சன்ட் இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட்? இந்த இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் வந்து 6% கிடையாது. இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் 1,50,000 into எவ்வளோ பர்சன்டேஜ்? 4% we have to receive. For that, what is the entry will pass? Bank account data or to interest on DRRI. எப்படி ஒர்க் அவுட் பண்ணுவீங்க? 1,50,000 எவ்வளோ பர்சன்டேஜ் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட்? 4% for how many months? 2 months. We have to receive interest. அதுவும் 31st December வரைக்கும் தான் ரிசீவ் பண்ணுறதா கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. So we have to receive the interest. I repeat the whole process, pay attention. Debentures with premium total எவ்வளோ பே பண்ணும்? 10,10,000. We sell the investment கொடுத்துருக்கோம் for 1,50,000. Debenture holdersக்கு 10,10,000 பே பண்ணணும். Minimum DRR required is 15% of debentures outstanding. Already எவ்வளோ பேலன்ஸ் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க? 50,000 கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. Balance we have to create how much? 1 lakh. Create that. This premium on redemption is adjusted with which account? P&L account. When you do ledger posting, debentures are transferred to debenture holders. Debentures with premium, totally how much we pay? 10,10,000. In the ledger அப்படியே போஸ்ட் பண்ணுங்க. Then DRR opening balance 50 இருக்கு. P&L account we created 1 lakh. Once debentures are redeemed, we can transfer to which account? General reserve account. DRRI sold. Interest has to be paid for how many months? Interest both for debenture as well as investment. Okay, 2 months interest we have to pay. For debentures we pay at 6% for 2/12. For investment we collect 4% for 2 months. Pass the entry. Wait, I'll to show you the textbook answers also. Look at this. Buy balance brought down to debenture holders account. Premium on redemption, we paid 10,000 and adjusted in which account? P&L account. DRRI, to balance brought down 1 lakh. By bank sold for what? Oh, sorry, 1,50,000. Premium on redemption, 10,000 pay பண்ணிருக்கும். That is adjusted with which one? P&L account. Debentures are transferred to which one? Debenture holders account. Debenture interest we receive 10,000 we receive, that will be transferred to P&L account. Bank account is a total of all these things. Opening balance, interest we receive, investment we sell, debenture holders ke pay பண்றோம், interest pay பண்றோம், closing balance மாதிரி கொடுத்திருப்பாங்க. DRR போட்டிருக்கும். DRR by balance 50,000. Okay. P&L account எவ்வளோ கிரியேட் பண்ணும்? 1 lakh. Actually அங்க தப்பு பண்ணிருக்காங்க. 1 lakh create பண்ணும். To general reserve 1,50,000 we should transfer. It is not 10%, it is which one? 15%. Take up this. காப்பி பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? ஓவரா? Wait 1 minute. There is a small circular. Check whether they applied this. Okay. Actually, unlisted non-banking finance companies have to create a DRR. Other listed companies, general listed companies have to create which one? DRR should be how much? 10%. Other company தான் 15%. இவங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் எவ்வளவு? 10% of the value of debentures outstanding. So அவங்க போட்டது கரெக்ட் தான். நான் தான் தப்பு பண்ணியிருக்கேன். Should be 10%. Please make a change. It should be how much? 10% னா 1 lakh வேணும். Already 50,000 இருக்குன்னா we have to create what? Additional 50,000. Please make a change. $10% because all your questions are solved with that 10%. Please make a change. DRL change பண்ணுங்க அக்கவுண்ட்லயும். Balance brought down 50,000, P&L account 50,000 to general is how much? 1 lakh. Shall we? We have done illustration 1 இல்லையா? Illustration 2 பாருங்க. 12% debentures எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? 7,50,000. Balance and DRR how much is available? 25,000. DRR investment 1,12,500 represented by 10% secured bonds அதை கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Annual contribution is made every year. On 31st December, balance at bank was 7,50,000 before receipt of interest. Investment realized at par. Debentures are redeemed at what? 10% கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. They ask you to prepare all these accounts. Debentures are redeemable at a premium of how much? 10%. Okay, so a kind of 10-mark question. So what is the first entry you will pass? I will discuss the entry, நீங்க pass பண்ணுங்க. 12% debentures இருக்கு இல்லையா? என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க? Debentures account data, premium on redemption எவ்வளோ? 10% to debenture holders. அப்புறமா sell the investments. Investments are sold at parனு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Bank account data to DRRA. Bank account data to DRRA. Pay the money to debenture holders. What is the entry you will pass? Debenture holders account data to bank account pay பண்ணுங்க. Then the premium on redemption இருக்கு இல்லையா? Just with which account? P&L account அந்த மாதிரி. Minimum DRR required is 7,50,000 into 10%. எவ்வளவு வேணும்? 75,000. Already எவ்வளவு balance இருக்கு? 25,000 extra we have to create. Extra we have to create. Then prepare these ledger accounts. Prepare these ledger accounts. Okay, try பண்ணுங்க. Those who are accessing recording, please pause and try. This balance at bank is given before receipt of interest. Yeah. Ledger போட்டாலும் போடலாம், journal entry போட்டாலும் okay. First debentures account ஆரம்பிக்கலாம். Buy balance brought down. எவ்வளவு debentures இருக்கு? Debentures எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? Buy balance brought down. அப்படியே to debenture holders போடுங்க அவ்வளவுதான். 7,50,000 closed. Next என்ன பண்ணும்? Debenture holders account prepare பண்ணலாம். Buy debentures 7,50,000. You have to pay with the premium. Premium on redemption எவ்வளவு இருக்குங்க? 10% என்ன வரும்? 75,000. Debenture holders account data to bank account. எவ்வளவு pay பண்ணணும்? 7,50,000 plus 75,000 you paid. Then DRRA account. What is the balance brought down? Opening balance all இருக்கு 1,12,500 by bank. It is sold at par னு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. By bank account 1,12,500. Investments are sold. நான் முடியும் கிளாஸ் போகிறேன். Premium on redemption ரொம்ப simple. We'll transfer to which account? To debenture holders. எவ்வளோ premium on redemption? 75,000. This will be adjusted with P&L account. Next என்ன பண்ணணும்? DRR account. By balance brought on எவ்வளோ கொடுத்துருக்காங்க DRRல? By balance brought on how much is given? 25,000. By P&L account எவ்வளோ minimum required? 7,50,000ல 10% required. So 75,000 required minus already 25,000 இருக்குன்னா remaining 50,000 we need to create. This will be transferred to general reserve account. Bank account prepare பண்ணா balance brought down. Opening balance எவ்வளோ கொடுத்துருக்காங்க? What is the opening balance of bank given? 7,50,000 கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. To interest on DRRI. Interest on DRRI எவ்வளோ ரிசீவ் பண்ணுவீங்க? 1,12,500 into எவ்வளோ percentage? Into எவ்வளோ percentage ரிசீவ் பண்ணும்? 10%. We sold investment. Investment எவ்வளோ சேல் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க? By debenture holders க்கு pay பண்ணிருக்கோம். What is the debenture holders payment? By balance carried out balance. Bank account with more logics. Opening balance கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. Before receiving interest கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So let us receive the interest. Debenture redemption reserve investment sold. DRI எவ்வளோ சேல் பண்ணி? This 1,12,500. Debenture holders 8,25,000 pay பண்றோம். By balance carried down is a balancing. So I repeat, debentures அப்படியே debenture holders க்கு transfer பண்றோம். Logically, debentures க்கு 7,50,000 with premium we have to pay 8,25,000. DRR we sold, premium on redemption is adjusted in P&L account. DRR 25,000 இருக்கு, but minimum required is 10%. So balance we create. Opening balance இருக்கு. Interest, DRR is sold, debenture holders get paid, the balancing for is balance carried out. Redemption of debentures, nothing more. Shall we? The complete printing, this one is over. Look at this question. XYZ Limited issued 1,012% debentures upon each, redeemable after a period of how many years? 5 years. According to the terms and conditions, debentures are redeemable at what premium? 5% premium. Debenture holders are convert the debentures to the extent of what? 20% of the holdings into equity shares obtained, each at a price of what? 20 per share. Balance will be repaid in cash. Balance will be repaid in cash. Debenture holder holding 20,000 opted to get their shares into equity shares. You are required to calculate number of shares to be issued and cash to be paid. Read this. Are we redeeming all the debentures? No. How much are debentures? Let us take it in our way. Rupees 20,000 debentures. One debenture value rupees 100 each. Up all debentures. 20,000 divided by 100. 20,000 divided by 100. எவ்வளவு debentures இருக்கும்? 200 debentures. இந்த 200 debenturesல கொஞ்சம் கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணிக்கிறாங்க. பேலன்ஸ் கேஷ்ல பே பண்ணிக்கிறோம். Opted to convert. எவ்வளவு பே பண்ணணும்? 40 debentures எவ்வளவு பே பண்ணணும்? redeemed at a premium of எவ்வளவு percentage? 5%. This into 100 plus 5. அப்ப எவ்வளவு பே பண்ணணும்? 40 into 105. எவ்வளவு பே பண்ணணும்? 4,200 rupees we have to pay. Shares are allotted at என்ன பிரைஸ் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க? Rupees per share. Yeah, shares are allotted at how much? Rupees 20 rupees per share. Therefore, number of shares allotted. எவ்வளவு shares allot பண்ணணும்? 4,200 divided by 20. எவ்வளவு shares allot பண்ணணும்? So 200 shares we have to allot. I repeat, எவ்வளவு debentures redeem பண்ணணும்? 20,000 100 eachனா 200 debentures இருக்காங்க. அந்த 200 debenturesல எவ்வளவு பேர் ஆப்ட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணதுக்கு? 20% தான் கொடுத்துருக்கோம் கன்வர்ஷன். How many debentures? 40 debentures. For these 40 debentures, how much we have to pay? 105 now, 4,200 rupees pay for. Shares are allotted at what rate? 20 rupees now. 210 shares we have to allot. Balance 200 minus 14. என்ன பண்ணும்? 160 to be paid in cash. எவ்வளவு cash pay பண்ணும்? 160 into 100 plus 5. Redeemed at 5% premium. So 160 into 175. 16,800 rupees we have to pay it in cash. Pay in cash. அதுதான் இங்க கொடுத்திருப்பாங்க. 200ல 20%, 40 debentures into 105, 4,200. 4,200 divided by 20 எவ்வளோ shares ஆகும்? 210 shares. Balance 40. Balance எவ்வளோ இருக்கும்? 160க்கு we have to pay 105. 160க்கு we have to pay 105 எவ்வளோ வரும்? 16,800 we have to pay it in cash. No need to copy. புக்கில் இருக்கிற சொல்யூஷன் நம்ம சொல்யூஷன் ஒன்று தான். அதே மாதிரி உங்களுக்கு இந்த பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட் மாடல் கொஸ்டின்ஸ் கிடையாது. Balance sheet model questions are not there because preparation of balance sheet is covered only at the inter level, not at the foundation level. Look at this question. இப்போ பண்ணோம் இல்லையா, அதே மாதிரி கொஸ்டின் தான் அது. ட்ரை பண்ணும். Practical question number 1. The practical question இருக்கும். You are going to try. Read the question. எவ்வளோ debentures இருக்காங்க? 2,000 debentures of 100 each. Redeemable at a premium of 5%. You can convert 20% of the holding into equity share, but it will be allotted at what? 15 rupees per share. Look at this. Debenture holders holding 2,500 debentures did not exercise the option. அவங்களுக்கு full cash pay பண்ணணும் அர்த்தம். அப்போ எவ்வளோ debenture holders option exercise பண்ணுவாங்க? 20,000ல 2,500 போன பேலன்ஸ் எவ்வளோ இருக்கும்? 17,500 debenture holders may opt for conversion. Not everything is converted. How much percentage holding will be converted? 20% of the holding will be converted. Okay, they ask you number of equity shares to be allotted. Try பண்ணுங்க. எவ்வளோ debentures டோட்டலா? அது எவ்வளோ ஆப்ட் பண்ணல? So how many debentures are opting? அதில் they can convert the holding to the extent of 20%. இப்போ எவ்வளோ debentures வரும்? Into 100 plus 5. 3,000 debentures in 500, sorry, 3,000 debentures. 3,500 debentures into 105. நான் எவ்வளோ பே பண்ணணும்? 3 lakh divided by ஒரு ஷேரோட இஷ்யூ பிரைஸ் எவ்வளோ? ரொம்ப சிம்பிள். 20,000ல 2,500 ஷேர் ஹோல்டர்ஸ் ஆர் நாட் debenture holders are not exercising. Out of 20,000, 2,500 debenture holders are not exercising the option. Remaining 17,500 debentures into 20%, 3,500 debentures are eligible to convert. How much you have to pay? 100 plus 5% premium. 3,67,500 pay பண்ணணும். ஒரு ஷேரோட வேல்யூ எவ்வளோ? 15. எவ்வளோ ஷேர்ஸ் தரணும்? Number of shares to be allotted is 24,500 shares. Please note this in your material or in your notebook. You can note this, or you can just see the solution with the common director. $2,500 not opting, 17,500 into 20% is 3,500. That into 105, 367,500 divided by 15 point an hour, 24,500 shares. Okay. And the balance sheet model question you need not go through. No need to go through. With this, with what is over? Debentures are over. அவ்வளவுதான். அது நீங்க தான் இல்லையான்னு சொன்னீங்க. அக்கௌண்ட்ஸ் ஓவர் இல்லையா?